Hey everyone, it's that new comic book kind of day. Let's see what I got. I got The Life After, another great cover by Nick Pitarra, rather than the interior artist, who is also good but very different from Nick Pitarra. There's Hemingway on the cover. There's a guy, I think that's the character named Jude. Doesn't he look like John Lennon? Is he supposed to be Judas? Is he supposed to be Jesus? I don't know. Trees. This cover kind of strikes a different note than previous Trees covers. I wonder if it's by Jason Howard still. Probably. Looking forward to this in a low-key way, because this is a low-key series. That's cool that it's out. It's very regular so far. Feels like they come out frequently. Talk about frequently, I am psyched for Future's End. There's Black Adam on the cover. You know what? I was going to try picking up World's End issue number 2, and I forgot. It sounded like issue number 1 was just a recap of everything I know about Earth 2. But I thought I'd give issue number 2 a try just to see if I liked it. But I can always grab it next week, right? So much fun to have this come out every week. Another favorite comic, Ms. Marvel, doing the young female hero, right? Okay. After all the criticism lately of the way they draw and put female characters, isn't this the classic pose that you're not supposed to do anymore? With the butt and then the turns, the butt facing the audience, and then the turn so you can see her mammary glands. But still, turning point, it says. Well, you don't see that too often anymore, where they'll tell you something on the cover that's like a title. I'm kind of psyched for Batman Eternal, too. Very curious about Batman going to Apokolips on his own, in his super suit. Could be great. It often is with Tomasi and Gleason, and occasionally it's not at all, so we'll see. The Devilers. Now, this is for you, Brian. I'm still picking up The Devilers, but I have a lot of doubts in my mind about it. I'm wondering what you thought of those first 3 issues. I feel like maybe I talked about it in such a way that made you think that I was endorsing it wholeheartedly. I thought it was interesting when it started. Issue 3, I had a lot of doubts about. We'll see if issue 4 grabs me. New number 1. Get it, collectors. Trinity of Sin. Get it before it's gone forever. I like the concept of the Trinity of Sin, or some of the concept of them. I love the look of Pandora. So anyway, maybe the question will get more interesting. Okay, here was an odd choice for me. I looked at some art online. I heard that this was kind of, even though it's still the same writer, an attempt at kind of a fresh start with Batwoman. So I thought I'd give it another shot. I like the cover, but I know Batwoman's had a lot of other good covers. And so many people have slammed this book. I had dropped it before Endraco took over, actually. But just thought I'd give it a try. Seeing as how I'll probably be dropping Batgirl, I don't know. Just thought I'd give it a try. Sometimes when I see a preview of art online, because my comic book store puts things in plastic, so that's not a good place to browse comics. But if the art just strikes me as something interesting, I'm curious, even if I suspect the writing won't be good. From last week, I picked up Terminal Hero. I can't remember why I decided not to pick it up last week, and now I wanted to pick it up, but there you go, I'm fickle. And then, because I had some time on my hands, I just browsed the dollar bins in my store, and since I get a 20% discount, that makes them an 80-cent bins. It's not very logical, because when I have time, I can go to a place with 50-cent bins, with a much better selection. But it's just kind of fun pawing through it, and I found some interesting things for $1, like Squitter #1. At this store, about half of, or maybe even more than half of what's in the dollar bins are comics they over-ordered, I think. And so you'll see a lot of issue 2s or a lot of issue 3s. It's more exciting when you see an issue 1. Ben Templesmith's writing and art, I believe. I don't know how many issues total there are in this series. But if I like this issue 1, hey, it was a good way to try it out. One I was planning to pick up off their shelves anyway, but glad I looked in the dollar bins. First, G.I. Zombie #2. I read #1 and liked it a lot, and then I got sidetracked, and then Future's End came along. So I'm glad to get #2. I'm not sure. I don't think #3's been out yet, or maybe it has. Not counting Future's End. And then just for curiosity's sake, because I have these in black and white form, there were a couple of Mr. Miracles, and I'll probably buy, when there's a deluxe trade with all the color Mr. Miracles by Alan Moore and various artists, I'll probably buy those. But I thought it would be fun for $1 to look through a few issues. And another one, I feel like I heard good things about this somewhere. It's an Image book, but I haven't heard very much about it. And it's a #1 also, Madame Frankenstein. I don't know if it's still going or if it's already, failed and disappeared. But again, a good way to try out a #1. I love the iterations of the Frankenstein story. I love the Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but that should be cool. Hey, and it's Halloween coming up. So, spamming your feed some more. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.